And this is a year when your beloved Pittsburgh Steelers did not make it to the big game.
Almost.
and I know that has to stir deep feelings of emotion within you. How have you been doing?
Well, I've been doing fine because I think there's next year. And I know my Steelers did better than the Ravens. They beat them. And they did do better than they did at the end of the year. So I think next year they're going to go all the way.
So feelings of despair have given way to new hope.
Yes, very much so.
Great.
Yeah.
And feelings probably of depression and just feelings of not wanting to get out of bed in the morning have given way to just the excitement of the future.
Oh, yes, yes. Some of the games I was very depressed because I thought they should have won.
Yes.
But they didn't.
Yes.
But there's always the next Sunday or the next Saturday.
I know that feeling. And so, well, we are so thankful that you're doing better, and we hope that next year will be a glorious season for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Thank you, and I think it will. I
Okay.
really think it will.
All right. Coach Harbaugh, it's been a year since we interviewed you with that very historic Super Bowl where Coach Harbaugh was coaching San Francisco and also coaching the Ravens. And of course, this year has had to have been a disappointing year that your team is not in the Super Bowl this year. How are you coping?
It's very hard because the Pittsburgh Steelers started out terribly. And in the middle and near the end of the season, they started jiving. But it was too late.
It was too late.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then my Baltimore Ravens, John, did not make the playoffs. And then my other cousin, Jim, he didn't make he made the playoffs,
Yes.
but he got eliminated. So it's up for grabs.
Okay.
Denver's not my favorite, and Seattle is not my favorite. But I'm an admirer of Peyton Manning
Yes. Yes.
because he drinks milk instead of beer.
Wow. Milk instead of beer.
Yeah.
How can you not like a quarterback like that?
It's hard to do.
Do you feel that your team's quarterback was drinking too much beer this year?
He looked like he was doing a little too much in the bar.
Okay. All right. So that's something we'll want to watch for next year. Now, how do you get your spirits up as you say, we did not have a good year, but wow, just wait till next year. How do you keep your spirits high?
They have everyone back from from this year's team,
Mm-hmm.
and if they get a couple good young rookies, which are thinking about getting, they'll be all right.
Okay.
Now my Pirates will be pretty good next year too.
I was noticing that your hat does not match the Steeler outfit, except it is the same color.
Right,
Yes.
right. I'm a Pittsburgh fan all the way.
All right.
Hockey, football, baseball. It's a great time.
Great. Absolutely. Well, Coach, we'd like to thank you for another Super Bowl interview. This is getting to be part of our tradition, I think, at Christ Lutheran. And we wish you and your Steelers the very best for the coming year.
Go Harbaugh.
We're here with Josh Martini, and this is the second Super Bowl Sunday that we've been able to interview Josh. In the meantime, Josh has been Player of the Year. Josh has been Athlete of the Month. And so we have a person who knows much about sports. But Josh, despite the honors that you have been given, I know your heart is heavy, this Super Bowl, because the Ravens did not make it. And so we need to ask you how you're coping.
Well, it's been tough, but it hasn't been so bad with the Super Bowl last year. I can always have that to lean on. So that's been good. But it's been tough. The Ravens didn't have too good a year this year. They didn't make the playoffs, but we'll come back strong next year. Hopefully, it's different.
So next year will just be a better year.
Well, you'd like to think so, but it's hard to move.
I always think that way with the Bills, and it's been a long time that you have to hold on to that hope, And I realize as an NFL fan that when your team does not make the big game, you're thrown into the pit of despair, and the world can seem hopeless, and the sunshine can even seem like it's a dark day. And I'm just wondering if you have any tidbits of advice for fans who might be feeling that way.
Well, I didn't know it. Well, for fans who are feeling that way, you can always look forward to the next year, but it's hard to. It may seem hard at the time, but you'll be able to get through it. So hopefully, it works out.
Okay. Well, Josh, we appreciate that very much. And do you feel that the Ravens need to make any roster changes in the offseason?
Well, apparently they're going to have to cut Suggs, which may not be good. So may not have to pay him. But the cap space and everything, I don't know if they'll have enough room to make any roster changes. But we'll have to see. They need some wide receivers. They need some linemen. So.
And do you feel that their record next year will be superior to the Steelers and the Redskins?
Well, of course.
Yeah. That was a silly question, wasn't
it?
Oh, okay. Josh, thank you very, very much for another Super Sunday interview, and we'll look forward to Super Sundays. Both of your teams did not make it to the Super Bowl this year, and we're just wondering how you've been coping and handling that situation, that not having your team in the Super Bowl.
Well, the Redskins didn't have a man's chance. And now they're going to change the name. So I don't know what's going to happen.
No, they're not going to change the name.
I don't think, but
Okay. All right. How have you felt, though, about... I mean, you have different teams, right?
Yes, right.
You have different teams, so this is you belong to two different NFL denominations here, but yet you're a very strong married couple. So how has that happened that on a Sunday you'd be rooting for different teams?
well, unless they're playing together, we root for each other.
And what happens when they play together?
Then I root
Well,
for
then she
mine.
goes one room, I go in the other.
Okay, all right. Have you ever had a Super Bowl where your teams played each other?
No.
No. Okay. Well, what do you look forward to your teams for next year?
We look for them to win.
Okay.
Then we'll find out how we act.
Whose team will do the better? Your team.
Sadly enough, I think the Steelers are going to do better than my Redskins. But that doesn't change anything.
All right. So you're going to watch the big game tomorrow. Are you rooting for any team?
I'm for Denver.
I'm not going to watch it.
Okay. So there's a lot of excitement here about the game tomorrow.
Yeah. I'm not going to watch it.
All right. Well, we wish both of your teams great success next year.
Thank you.
And as we say in Buffalo, just wait till next year.
Yeah.
That's what we're waiting for.